Hey there. So today we have another review. This is a beer from Schlafly. This is a Schlafly Pumpkin Ale. It got slightly disrupted. It is New Year's Eve, and it took me so long to actually find this beer. Strangely enough, I actually reviewed a bunch of like seasonal beers, pumpkin beers, and I didn't see them on the shelf. And this was bottled about. It was New Year's Eve, by the way. This was bottled about 4 months ago. Why didn't I see this beer? I don't know. It just literally hit total wine shelves more recently than not recently. So the beer comes in. This is about one of my favorites. This beer comes in a really nice kind of like light brown color, a little bit past deep amber. Mm. Cinnamony, a little bit ginger. Really nice spicing quality. A little bit of like deep baked bread with toastiness coming in. So this beer, by the way, is 8%, which again, I feel that you should definitely put your pumpkin beers at elevate ABV. It sort of just like works with the character of like making something decadent. Not that every beer has to be this elevated ABV, but like I find that it sort of works at this elevated ABV because like the sweetness and the spice, like the balance sort of works elevated, whereas you get a little bit too watery the spices and then you're just like it tastes like spice water. Here, um, pretty good. Ginger. This is almost like clove spice to it. I don't know if clove is in here, allspice is in here. Um, nice kind of fat malt in there, like a medium minus fat malt. But then the complexity of like toasted bread, a little bit of bread crust comes in. Sorry, me just running around, trying to hang out. Pretty nice, drinkable, really delicious. Got it. Cool. Really nice, kind of drinkable, kind of 8% beer. The dryness is actually quite refreshing. It has really nice, kind of like spice notes to it. I will say, so comparison to Night Owl, which won the GABF for Legion, um, it that beer sang on the spices quite clearly. Here, it's a pumpkin. Yeah, it's a pumpkin beer. And so the pumpkin beer here has this kind of like spicing that does not quite have the clarity on the nose like Legion and the flavor like Legion. Mhm. But it has a fatter beer behind it, which sort of helps. But I do wish at 8% you really expressed more kind of character. Yeah. Expressed a little bit more character um, from that kind of like a malt character behind it, and also obviously had the pop that the Legion had. So this is still one of the better beers. Sorry, not one of the best pumpkin beers you can buy. But hmm, interesting. It's still quite good, but I'm slightly disappointed. Like it doesn't have the clarity on the nose. Yeah, and then it doesn't have the malt structure you want from something 8%. Because like I think the Elysian, actually Elysian might actually be the elevated alcohol kind of beer. I think this might be over 6 or 7. So this is 8, and for something you want a little bit of, so you think there's a little bit more pie crust character and like a little bit more something going on, but still very good. Then again, we're 4 months in. Why I didn't see this at all and see this all for like I've probably been to Total Wine like 2, 3 times since this was released, and I haven't seen it. So now I got it. New Year's Eve. I'm doing one of these. Yeah. Let's go with a 85. Let's go a little bit low. This is quite good. 87. 87. This is quite good. Pumpkin ale, Schlafly, very tasty. Let's go higher. Let's go. So 88. 88. Schlafly pumpkin ale, very tasty. With the caveat that like it's not like crazy good. I do remember this beer being a little bit more tasty, but cheers.